The story Jasmine Crockett to Melania Trump and Trump, Part 1. During a heated hearing on Capitol Hill, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett made waves when she calmly questioned Melania Trump's visa history. Her comment came after being challenged about her own patriotism, and it immediately shifted the mood in the room. Crockett didn't raise her voice or make accusations. She asked a pointed question that highlighted the double standards often faced by immigrants, especially people of color. The moment was brief but powerful. A short clip of her remarks quickly spread online, drawing praise from some and outrage from others. Conservative commentators and even Donald Trump himself accused her of attacking the former First Lady. However, Crockett never called for deportation or made any personal attacks. Her point was about fairness and how immigrant experiences are judged unequally. Instead of engaging in the back and forth, her team released the full, unedited video of the hearing. Supporters argued that she had simply stated a fact and turned attention to the broader issue of selective scrutiny in immigration. As criticism mounted, so did public support, especially from young immigrants who saw their own struggles reflected in her words. Despite the backlash and threats, Crockett remains steady. For her, this wasn't about a headline. It was about calling out the quiet bias that often goes unchecked. Jasmine Crockett to Melania Trump and Trump, Part 2. When a college reporter asked Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett if she ever considered apologizing for her question about Melania Trump's visa, Crockett calmly replied, "Apologize for telling the truth." She explained that asking tough questions about immigration is something people like her face all the time, and she didn't regret it. Her calm, poised approach made her stand out. She wasn't trying to win an argument, but to change the conversation. The moment sparked a protest in Mesa, Arizona, where over 500 people gathered, holding signs like, "If she gets to stay, so should my dad." The protest linked Crockett's words to real families struggling with immigration, turning political talk into personal stories. Teachers, veterans, students, and nurses joined in, chanting "Same rules, same rights." While conservative media pushed back, fact-checkers and immigration experts began digging into Melania Trump's early visa paperwork. A leaked video from 2001 hinted she might have worked before her paperwork was finalized. Suddenly, Crockett's question wasn't controversial, it was unavoidable. Back in Washington, Crockett quietly prepared legislation for greater transparency in immigration cases involving high-profile applicants. But threats and hate mail increased, and the FBI kept watch. Despite the pressure, she stayed focused. Support grew nationwide, from teachers explaining immigration to their students, to veterans sharing their own stories. People connected with Crockett's calm truth-telling. Her approval ratings climbed among young voters, immigrants, and some moderates. Then leaked documents surfaced showing inconsistencies in Melania's visa filings. The conversation shifted again as reporters and officials started asking hard questions. Just when it seemed the story was reaching a tipping point, someone close to Melania was about to speak, ready to turn everything upside down. The story Jasmine Crockett to Melania Trump and Trump Part 3 and last Melania Trump. Hadn't spoken publicly in over 5 years, until one grey Thursday morning when her former aide, Sonia Lavelle, appeared unexpectedly on a podcast called The Politic Room. Sonia quietly shared what she knew. Questions about Melania's visa timeline had long existed, but no one spoke up. "The timeline doesn't add up," she said, and we all knew it didn't. The interview quickly made headlines nationwide. Fact-checkers dove deeper, uncovering visa restrictions that Melania may have violated during her modeling years. The White House once dismissed these concerns as minor paperwork issues, but now public opinion was shifting. Conservative talk shows softened their tone, some admitting Crockett's question might have merit. A retired immigration officer posted a viral video confirming that if ordinary immigrants had similar paperwork, they'd face serious consequences. Meanwhile, Crockett's inbox shifted from threats to thank yous from people who felt seen for the first time. At a press conference, she said simply, "Same rules, same country." It wasn't about Melania personally, it was about fairness. Then, in a major televised interview, Crockett explained her stance clearly. The immigration system scrutinizes some people while giving others passes. "If we are truly one country under the law," she said, "then some people's paperwork shouldn't be handled more gently than others." The interview struck a chord. Her calm, honest words inspired teachers, veterans, students, and everyday people to speak out. Social media filled with support, protest signs, and even T-shirts quoting her. Behind the scenes, leaked documents confirmed inconsistencies in Melania's visa filings, fueling further debate. But Crockett stayed focused on legislation to ensure transparency for all high-profile immigration cases. At a high school in Baltimore, Crockett spoke directly to young voters. "Asking questions isn't un-American. It's the most American thing there is." The students' applause showed they understood. What began as a question about one person had grown into a national conversation about fairness and truth. For Crockett, this was just the beginning. Not about headlines or politics, but about standing firm for those who often